babes, what's up? We're back at it again with another video. Welcome or welcome back. In today's video we have Victoria Beckham in the house. I have right here her brand new bronzers, and if you're ready to know all the tea about these babies, keep on watching. Mwah! Don't forget that I would love for you to be part of the Stephi Glam or us fam. So go down below and click the little red button so you can become part of it. Inside of this cute ass pouch from Victoria Beckham, we have 2 shades of the matte bronzing brick duo. These babies are new, they're $58, and they come in 5 different shades. I picked up the shade 03, which is a golden tan duo for medium skin tones. Then my ass also picked up the shade 04, which is a golden brown duo for dark to deep skin tones. You guys know that I am so extra when it comes to bronzers. You know me. So the packaging, it is what I was expecting. The packaging is super pretty, weighty, it feels luxurious, it feels expensive. Packaging is totally worth the money. Packaging for the shade 04, it is fucked up. It's not closing. It is supposed to be closed by pressure. As you can see, this other one, I open it, then I do a little bit of pressure and it closes. Normal. But this one, it doesn't matter how hard I do it, it doesn't want to close. It never did. It's not clicking in. I did contact them and the customer service, it is super nice. They hit me back right away and they are sending me another one, so problem fixed. Supposedly they have a batch of packaging that they are having issues, so in case you got one of those or in case you buying them and you get a packaging that it doesn't want to close, all you have to do is just email them. Trust me, they are going to email you right away and they're gonna send you a replacement, and the next time they are gonna make sure that your packaging is in good standards. So this is the shade 03 and this is the shade 04, and these bronzers feature 2 soft matte tones, so we can customize our bronzer from the most natural to sun-kissed look. Blend seamlessly, wears effortlessly, and they're supposed to be impossible to overdo. That sounds promising for my heavy hands babies out there, so we about to find out. Comes with 9.6 grams, 0.34 ounces, which is a little bit less than the regular amount in most of the regular bronzers. Bronze and powder duo in a smooth, matte, shimmer-free, soft, focused finish infused with natural oils and butters. The talc-free formula provides streak-free application and lasting wear. It's supposed to warm and define the skin to create a soft natural bronze with subtle dimension. This is the palette 03 and I'm gonna be trying the formula out. It is super creamy, guys. Let me swatch it right here for you guys. So the first shade, which is this one, is supposed to add warmth to the skin and even out skin tone. This is it, and look at that. Oof. I love the formula. And then the second shade is supposed to sculpt and define the natural contours of your face. Super pretty. This is 04 and it is the same process. This is the lighter shade and this one is the darker. So we can perfectly see right there that 03, it is leaning more towards the golden orangey undertones, and 04, it is pulling more red. Let me show you how these babies look on bare face, and then of course I'm going to be showing you the whole application on top of makeup. Don't forget that I burned myself here with the iron in case you're like, what the heck did she have there? I burned myself. So I'm going to start with the shade 04, which is this one, and I'm gonna be using my NARS Ida brush. I'm gonna dig in the darker shade. The lightest shade gave me an orange hint. Me not like. So let's go into the other side of the face with the shade 03. This one is way lighter, so I'm gonna be grabbing a little bit more of product. Can somebody tell me why do I still see orange? That's weird. Yeah, still see orange. But let's go into the lightest shade. And I'm using my Surratt brush. This brush is applying this product sweet. Really nice. So I really like the formulation of this product. As you can see, look how seamless it is on the skin. Like, you cannot see where did it start, where did it end at all. I like the luminosity, but what is going on with the orange hint? The shade 04, it is way darker than the shade 03. This one, it's more like a hint of color. You know, when I turn around. But this one is really intense, actually, at least for my skin complexion. And I just don't like that orange undertone. It looks like cacadoodle. No, why? Okay, so I already applied my foundation, concealer, a little bit of lipstick, finish up my lower lash, and I'm not going to be applying the shade 04. I don't like it, not even a bit. So I'm going to be contouring and bronzing on my face with the shade 03. I'm gonna start with the darker shade, or at least this one. If I go in with a lighter hand, you know, it will be more like a wash of colors. The other one, it is really freaking intense. If you see, if you only apply a little bit, I like it. It doesn't look as bad. And then now let's go in with this pretty shade right here, which is the lightest shade. I love the formulation of this bronzer so much. And seamless, like you literally don't see where did it start and where did it end. It is totally blend in on my skin. Super pretty. The shade 03, it is more golden than orange, especially for the summer. This is gonna look super pretty. I actually feel like I'm liking it more and more. Me looking at you straight up, I'm loving the way it's sculpting my face from the side. Like, do you see how it's like so snatch? I'm gonna be contouring my nose with the darkest shade. And again, I normally contour my nose with cool tone shades. Guys, the way this blends, it is literally like insane. In 1 second, you already have the product blend in. I'm gonna be applying a little bit of my Hermes blush. This is the shade Rose 10. Look at the difference with the blush and without it. I like to do it with the powder puff from Patrick Star, but it's not handy right now, so this brush also does the job. Like, I'm loving the way my makeup is coming together. I do. Let me remove this powder really quick. I applied a little bit of Jaclyn Hill's highlighter on the shade Iced on the highest points of my cheeks, and then now I'm going to be using the new one from Pomegranate for the bridge and the peak of my nose. So after seeing how they look on bare face on top of makeup, now it is time for some comparisons. I have a bunch of bronzers right here. I don't even know how I'm going to do this, but we are going to do it. We're going to be swatching and comparing all of them. I even took my wash off so I can have a little bit more space. Yes, I have the mark right there. I live in Miami, honey. You stick your hand out the window and you're done. It's a wrap. I don't even know where to start. I have 03. And then this one, it's 04. I'm gonna start with the Wang Gash palette. Let me swatch it right next to it. So the Wang palette is supposed to have a bronzer and a contour. Of course, the contour, it is pulling grayish. It's supposed to. But the bronzer shade looks a little bit more like the 03. This one right here, the darker shade. The darker shade from the 03 palette is just a bit darker than the bronze shade from the Wang's palette. Swatching She's Sculpt from Patrick Ta. This is more like a baked formula, and it's just like you gotta keep going to get the pigmentation. It is lighter than the one from Victoria Beckham, and it's not pulling as orangey. And look at that, you can compare. There's no orange, there's no red. It is super neutral, like 02 on the Gucci bronzer. This is the shade you need. Stunning. I love it. Way better than all this. We got 10 from Charlotte Tilbury, and this one from Victoria Beckham's. They are more creamy than this one from Charlotte Tilbury to the touch. This is the 10 shade from Charlotte Tilbury, and this shade looks more like the lighter shade from the 04 palette from Victoria Beckham, but it's way more matte. This one. Now this is a shade Deep from Charlotte Tilbury, and as you can see, it is way darker than all the other ones, and this is straight up pulling red. I don't like it. We have the Dior powder, but for me it's a bronzer on the shade 7. From Dior, it is luminous, but when it comes to shades, it is a bit, like by a hair, darker than the 03 palette. The darker shade from Love Yourself, which is this one, and this shade, it is lighter than the 04 palette from Victoria Beckham. We have Westman Atelier on the shade Truffle. It is this one right here, and it is lighter than 03 and also lighter than 04. Besides that, they have totally different undertones. Now we have the shade Medium and Deep in the Kosas bronzer. The formulation of this bronzer is compared to the ones from Victoria Beckham. They're totally different, but I'm not comparing the formula. I'm comparing the shades, so you can kind of have an idea of how the ones from Victoria Beckham looks compared to the bronzers that you already have in your collection. The medium shade from Kosas, it is a bit lighter than the shades in the 03, and the deep shade, it is actually lighter than the darker shade in the 04 palette. You see, this one, it's really reddish, like the 04 palette from Victoria Beckham. The shade 07 from Dior. This bronzer came out not so long ago, and I honestly don't like the shade, the undertone. Like, look how orange this bronzer is. Super, super orange. Let me put it right next to the one from Victoria Beckham's. So look how orange it is. You see that? And then next to 04, look at that. That is just a straight up orange bronzer. I do not recommend. No. Even though the 03 does pull a little bit orangey, this one is way more orange. Cappuccino from the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer. And let me swatch it right here. Wow, this bronzer is really freaking pigmented. So 03, 04, and Cappuccino from Anastasia Beverly Hills. As you can see, it is actually, let me tell you that Cappuccino from Anastasia, it is very similar to the darker shade on the 04 palette. Yep. If you have Cappuccino from Anastasia, then you already know how the darker shade in the 04 palette looks. I have this palette from Jaclyn Hill's that I wish it wasn't so bulky. And this is it. I already swatched it. To me, this is more like a blush than a bronzer. Like, do you see how vibrant and red it is? It doesn't compare to none of the bronzers that I have right here, but that is it. I have Goa from Chantacayo right here, and this shade, it is a bit more neutral than both of these palettes right here from Victoria Beckham. I have the Chanel bronzer from Le Beige collection. It is so frustrating to get the pigmentation out of this bronzer. Like, literally, like, oh, I don't even use it because of that. Look at that. What the heck is that? Like, I am literally going ham. I'm gonna have to scrape it to get the best out of it, because right now it is not working. And the same thing that happens here be happening to me with this one from Glam. Like, I go in and I get nothing. Look, I hate bronzers like that. And why not? I know a lot of people have this bronzer right here. This is the butter from what brand? Physician Formula. So let me just swatch it, because I know a lot of people have this. I just love the way this smells. Oh my god. So this bronzer, it is really pretty though. Like, wow, look how it blends in the skin. It is way lighter than this one from Victoria Beckham though. Then I have this one from Hoola. This is the regular shade. And it's this one right here. It is way lighter than all the shades that I have right here. But not least, I have the shade Bajagao. So this one from Fenty does look a lot like the 03 palette. This is the one from Fenty and this is the 03, and as you can see, look how similar they are. Nice. If you have that one from Fenty, then the 03 looks like that one. Okay, so we are finally done with all these comparisons. I do have a few more bronzers, but they are like on a face palette with blushes, highlighter, and all that. And I really wanted to compare them to single bronzers. Wipe this down ASAP because I know I'm gonna end up making a big ass mess right here on the shirt. So to finally hear my thoughts, no BS, what do I really think about these bronzers? Between the two shades that I picked up, I definitely will pick 03 over 04. 04 is just way too red. With red undertones, they really don't look good and choose anybody. When it comes to bronzers with orange undertones and red undertones, I think the orange is just a little easier to swallow. Plus, the orange will look better on more skin complexions than bronzers with red undertones. Plus, 03, it's not even all the way orange. It does have some gold on it, and that's the reason why I'm liking it so much. For summer, when it hits summer, that's when I put all my bronzers with orange undertones. Not that much, but I do like them to have like a nice soft hint of orange. I just think they make you look nice, bronze, baked, like the sun just kissed you. Trust me, for the summer, they come through. So don't get rid of those bronzers with red undertone. They look beautiful on the summer. I do recommend the bronzers. I do love how it looks on me. It gave me the perfect warmth. It defined my face really nice and smooth. My face looked super healthy. It looks naturally bronzed. Formulation, it's really creamy to the touch, on application, on the face. They claimed to blur your skin, and it gently did. It did a little bit, and besides that, the formula doesn't emphasize texture, nothing around my face. Everything is looking really smooth, and I think this will be so perfect for dry skin because it gave me that nice luminosity, and it just make my skin look healthy. I love it how you can be really gentle and soft with it and kind of just apply like a nice sheer wash of color to your face, or you can really go ham with it and really define and sculpt your face. But yes, it's true, the whole it is impossible to overdo, because I was literally going in with my brush, and it doesn't matter how much my brush was picking up, it left the right amount on my face. They're not all the way matte, but there's no glitter, there's no shimmer, but they do give you that perfect luminosity. Like, they're perfection for the summer. I know I keep saying that, but they truly are. Let me know if you already have this bronzer, or if you're planning on picking it up, or if you already order it in the comment section down below. You guys know that I love chit-chatting back and forth with you guys. Thank you again for another great video. I love you all so damn much, to the moon and back. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I hope now you are considering subscribing down below. Click the little red button and make sure your notification bell is on so YouTube notifies you every time I upload new videos. Mwah! See you on the next one.